Hello guys, welcome again to Matrix Engineers. In this video I'm going to show you how to insert data into database. We are going to use Java programming language. So let us start. The database that you are going to use is MySQL database. This is where you are going to insert data using Java application into database. We are going to use NetBeans IDE for integrated development environment. We also need MySQL database where we use XAMPP and MySQL Java Connector. Let us start. So let's create a new project. You are going to call it footballer. Let's call it this. So after creating that project, you see we have footballer as a project. We are going to create a new G-frame form. You have seen that we have to come to our project. We have to do right click new and G-frame form. We are going to call this also footballer. So after that, we are going to increase our G-frame form. So we are going to, you see we have a swing container, swing controls, swing, there are so many, but in our project we are going to use label, text field and button. So let's start by using label. Let's call it football players information system. So after that you can increase this size, but you also need to increase the text size. Text size we are going to use 48. So after that, you see, so we're going to use also this label. Let's make it first name, and you have to increase its size. After that, we have to increase the text size. Let's make it 48 or so. We are going to add Rust name. Let's increase its size. After that, let's increase text size. Text size 48. Let's make this bold. Let's make this bold. Now after that, we are going to need this text field where we will insert the data. I'm sorry. Here we have to increase its size, text size. Now we are going to to bring this text field also here. Now what you're going to do is to bring the button here. So you're going to insert it, to call it insert. Make sure you do subscribe, because we also do the button for delete, update, and retrieve from database. Let's increase the size of this button. Let's make it 40. You see insert button. Now we can try to run our application and see how the graphical user interface is going to look like. You see, this is where we're going to insert the first name of a player and the last name of player, and you have to insert into database. So now what you are going to do is to write the code. In order to write the code, you have to come to insert button and you do double click. You have to come here and you do double click. It will direct you where you have to write your code. So let's start by declaring a variable string. Let's use F for first name, string first name. So here we are going to need to change the variable name of this text field. For text field of first name, we are going to call it first. For last name, we are going to call it last. And this text field variable name, we are going to use it there. So we are going to use it here. We are going to use this here. For first name, we have to use first dot get text string last arrow equal last dot get text. So this first and the last is what we have here. Variable name of text field. You see, first and the last. It is what we have there, first and the last for field name. So now what you're going to do is to use try and catch blocks for making database connection and for detecting errors. Try is for making database connection. It is for normal code, while catch is for detecting errors. So now let's use try. In the catch. Catch, you have to put here exception exception E. So throw new healer function E. So now we are going to need the jar folder where our MySQL Java Connector is located. MySQL Java Connector, it's like an API that is going to help us to connect our Java application to MySQL database. If you don't have it, you are not going to connect. Some people will need some resources for this video. Do the comment. If you provide your email, I will share you resources, but you can also download it. It is available on the internet. So this is our library. We have a JDK we are going to use to add the jar folder. This is MySQL Connector Java. It is going to help us to connect our Java application to MySQL database. So now what you're going to do here, we are going to create a connection con as a variable equal. This is not mandatory. I can use other things like con db equal driver manager dot get connection. You see here the connection, you are going to write a URL of connecting to database. So we are going to use gdbc Java database connection MySQL / localhost / so now we are going to create a database is going to be called players. No, let's call it player. No, let's call it football. So now we are going to need the user that you are using in a database. It is a root, and by default the password is empty. So now after that you are going to import. You see that you have a driver manager as imported. You are going to also to import connection. So it is only driver manager we imported. You will see after importing this connection. You see, we are going to import com MySQL JDBC connection. So now it is imported. You see it here. So after that, what you're going to do is forecasting only. So now I have finished it. So now I'm going to create SQL statement for inserting data into table. We call it players. No problem. The database is football, and the table will call it players. So we're going to use string SQL equal insert into players, and according to our interface we will need to insert first name and last name. So let's use first name and the last name. So values these two columns. So after that, let's create a database called the football and the table called players with this text with first name and the last name. We'll also need football ID. So let's open our XAMPP. So now we're going to create MySQL database in the Apache. So after, if these are running, we are going to proceed. This is MySQL, which is running on port 3306, and the Apache web server, it is running on port 80 and 443. If this is not running, you are not going to access MySQL through browser or through graphical user interface. So after that, let's do this. PHP myadmin. I'm going to create table called database called the football. Let's check how we queried our database. It is a football, and the table is the players. Database name is a football, and table is queried players. Let's use 3 column. So we have to use player ID. It is integer. Let's make it 23 for length value, and we need also to specify it as the auto increment because it will be generated automatically. We don't need to insert it. So use first name. It is a value character. Length is 255. Last name, and it is also value character 255. So after that, you see that you have created the database query the football and the table query the players. You are going to use the database football to insert players into this players table. So now let's continue. So now you see we have a football as a database and you have players as a table. So we are going to prepare the statement. PS equal condb dot prepared statement. You see SQL. So now we're going to import prepare the statement. We are also going to cast it. So I have to put here semicolon. Now I have to cast it. So now PS for setting string, PS so set string width is the 1 and the first variable is f as we declared. PS dot set string width is the 2 and the as we declared last name standing for L. So after that you are going to write ps dot execute function. So we need execute only. We don't need execute query. We have to put here. Now we are going to cross database connection condb dot cross. So now we are going to run our codes and see if you are going to insert data into database football and the table players. Let's run our program. You see, first name, for example, let's say Cristiano. Last name, it is we didn't change the variable. Let's use 46 for making it big. So now let's run the program. You see we have Cristiano Ronaldo. So after that, you see we do insert. Sorry, I didn't do the message for showing if the data is already inserted. So you see in the table we have a Cristiano Ronaldo. So let's run it again. We can have Leo Messi. You see that the data is also already inserted. Guys, if you're more interested, do subscribe, because we also do update, delete, and retrieve. So thank you guys for watching.